We were all set up to interview the program director for Project White Butterfly, but she backed out last minute. She emailed us apologizing, saying more calls started coming in with requests for testing strips and naloxone after posting on social media about the 5 deaths in one day. Project White Butterfly is one organization dedicated to reducing harm and promoting recovery.
5 in 12 hours.
Yeah, it's awful. And we lost, I think, 350 people to overdose deaths from fentanyl last year in the city of Cleveland. So it's just tragic.
Fentanyl is the major driver of the drug overdoses in Cuyahoga County, according to the medical examiner. 2 men and a woman from Cleveland, a man from Broadview Heights, and a woman from Parma. Ages range from 32 years old to 70. All died within 12 hours.
I think there are people struggling with addiction who are looking for the next stronger hit, certainly, but there are also people who are just looking for cocaine and unaware that it's laced with fentanyl and will kill them.
Cleveland Public Health Director Dr. David Margolius says fentanyl came on the scene in a big way in 2015.
You can get it through the mail now, unfortunately, and it's really hard to catch people and stop the supply coming in.
The medical examiner says in the last 5 years, 70 to 75% who overdosed were found alone. Dr. Margolius says those are the ones they worry about the most.
It is hard to ask for help, and so we want to normalize asking for help. We want to normalize things like testing and having Narcan available and not using alone.
Project White Butterfly tells News 5 it was contacted last week by someone requesting test strips and naloxone because they were going to a party where cocaine would be. The program director got pictures of the used strips and a message, quote, "Lost a few friends to cocaine, ironically. I'm not a very active user, but I want to be super safe."
This is called harm reduction, and it's never using alone, always having Narcan available, and always having these fentanyl test strips.
Dr. Margolius says telling people to stop is not enough and unfair to a struggling addict.
For many of your audience who have loved ones dealing with this, and it is so hard. It is so hard to ask for help. It's so hard to find treatment.
Do you know anyone personally?
Yeah, I know several people personally who've either are struggling with addiction or who've passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I think we all do. And so it's tragic.
I'm News 5 investigator Tara Morgan.